snow got cold, then left me standing with stories half told. I swept your promises off my old porch floor. Some things ain't worth picking up anymore. Mama always said a heart still learns. Some bridges shine, some bridges burn. I'm done chasing echoes down a dead-end lane. Hey, wearing your storm like it's my name. So I'm putting dust on my boots, fire in my veins, driving past the places that still whisper your name. You can't keep your excuses, your midnight regrets. I'm worth more than the love you never gave. I'm walking tall, no looking back. Some doors close, and that's a fact. You lost a woman who finally knew her worth. I'm choosing me, and that don't hurt. The sunrise hit my windshield gold. Funny how healing looks brave and bold. The radio laughed, I sang along. Turns out silence wasn't all that long. Every mile behind me cuts another chain. Every breath reminds me I survived the rain. Maybe one day you'll understand. Love ain't control, love ain't demand. You can't hold roses with a closed up fist. Respect was the one thing you somehow missed. Now there's dust on my boots, hope in my eyes, wide open highways under southern skies. You can't keep your shadows, your worn out lines. I found my heartbeat right here in mine. I'm walking stronger than I've ever been. This ain't the ending, it's where I begin. If loving myself means leaving your world, then watch me shine. A free country girl. Mirror smiles, the tires roll. Some roads break hearts. This one saved my soul. with another excuse. A pocket full of sorry, a heart worn loose. I painted tomorrow on a house made of smoke, held us together till my hands nearly broke. Now the coffee's getting colder, but my mind's finally clear. Funny how the silence sounds better without fear. I ain't angry anymore, just tired of standing still. Love should lift you higher, not break your will. So I'm raising my own goodbye, like a toast beneath the stars, leaving every broken promise scattered in your yard. These boots weren't made to live beneath your chains. I'm worth every sunrise after all this rain. You can keep the memories that only pulled me down. I'm walking out stronger than the woman you found. The highway knows my secrets, the radio knows my name. Every mile reminds me I'm not the one to blame. The fiddle keeps on crying, but I don't cry alone. Sometimes healing sounds like your favorite song. I see my reflection in the truck stop glass. She's smiling back now, finally letting go of the past. Maybe love was never meant to cost this much to keep. Maybe peace is something you earn before you sleep. I don't need revenge, I don't need your regret. Walking away with my heart is the best deal I'll ever Yeah, I'm raising my own goodbye with the moonlight in the road, trading all your heavy words for a lighter kind of soul. This heart still beats, still burns, still believes. The strongest roots grow after the hardest leaves. If you ever miss me, just remember this truth: you didn't lose my future, you lost the woman who knew it. Dust in the mirror, dawn on the hood. Some endings hurt. This one feels good. always knew the right words to paint over the cracks, turned every broken promise into something I should pack. I kept believing sunsets could hide another storm, till I looked into that mirror and forgot what I was fighting for. I cried enough to fill this river, watch my faith run out to sea. Now these hands are strong enough to carry on with me. So I'm leaving dust on my boots, fire in my veins. You can keep your empty whiskey words and your old familiar games. I'm worth more than midnight apologies, more than love that disappears. If freedom tastes like lonely nights, I'll raise a glass to every tear. I'm driving where my heart can breathe without you holding me. That front porch light behind me ain't a beacon anymore. It's just another shadow I don't answer at the door. These wheels keep singing louder with every county line. Turns out broken hearts can beat a whole lot stronger over time. Go tell your ghost you won this fight, if that helps you sleep somehow. But I found the woman I was missing. She's standing here right now. She don't need permission, she don't need another chance. She's wearing scars like diamonds, and they're catching every glance. Yeah, I'm leaving dust on my boots, fire in my soul. Every mile I leave behind puts another piece back home. I don't need your rearview memories chasing down my road. Love ain't love if it keeps breaking everything it holds. I'm finally choosing my own name over all your blame. Yeah, I'm gone, and I ain't ashamed. The stars don't ask where I've been, the wind don't judge these wheels. Sometimes the bravest goodbye is the one that finally heals. You always wore forever, like a hand-me-down excuse. Left your promises hanging from the porch beside the truth. I swept up every broken word you scattered on the floor, then realized I wasn't made for living like before. My mama said a wildfire never asked what it should spare. So I packed up what was left of me and breathed a cleaner air. I ain't running from the ashes, I'm walking toward the dawn. Sometimes the strongest goodbye is knowing when you're gone. I'm gonna burn the rear view, let the smoke erase the miles, leave your ghost beside the highway where it waited all this while. every mile I leave behind puts steady back in me. You thought I'd always circle back to where you drew the line, but I found out freedom fits this stubborn soul just fine. I still remember every dream we almost brought to life, and some nights they still knock softly in the middle of the night. But missing what we could have been won't chain me to what was. Love should never cost your name or make you doubt it now. Watch the old road disappear. Every flame's another lesson that carried me right here. No more begging for tomorrow from someone stuck in yesterday. I finally found the strength to walk away. If love can't meet me honest, then it's something I outgrew. Here's to every woman finding home inside the truth. Strike the match, lift your eyes up high. I'm gonna burn the rear view. Some roads lead back, some roads lead home. Tonight I found the difference, and I'm not looking behind anymore. You said forever like it meant something, then left those words out in the rain. I kept lighting candles in a house gone cold, calling your name through the pain. Now the porch lights off, the screen door swings, crickets sang what I couldn't say. Funny how silence tells the honest truth when love packs up and drives away. I cried enough to feel this river, I've been enough to nearly break, but the woman staring back at me ain't another heart you'll take. don't call myself a saint. We were fire without a fireplace, trying to warm hearts that couldn't stay. If you ever hear my name again, hope it reminds you what love cost. 'Cause I found the woman I almost lost. I'm leaving your smoke for an open sky, with the sunset burning gold across the pines. These boots are dancing on my own. Every mile feels more like home. You can keep the echoes of what might have been. I'm done calling goodbye a sin. You didn't break the best of me, you only set her free. Yeah, the road ahead is calling me, and I finally believe the strongest thing I'll ever do is choose me. There's a little dust on my boots tonight, and not a single chain on my heart.
I packed my denim jacket in the middle of the rain, left your picture hanging crooked in an empty frame. Coffee on the counter, your whiskey on the shelf. Funny how I finally chose myself. You said forever like it rolled off your tongue, but forever got shorter every time you run. I got tired of patching holes you never tried to mend. Some roads don't deserve another bend. I'm done counting promises that faded with the dawn. Turns out letting go is how you finally stay strong. There's dust on my boots, fire in my soul, a heart that finally learned to let the broken go. Your goodbye ain't the end of me, it's the first page of my liberty. I'm driving where the wild wind knows my name, leaving all your little lies in yesterday. If loving you meant losing me, then goodbye looks real good on me. Goodbye looks real good on me. The stars don't judge the tears that hit the ground, they just shine a little brighter when no one's around. I found my laughter somewhere down that county line. I guess freedom was waiting all this time. Now every mile sings louder than your voice. Every sunrise reminds me I had a choice. destiny. This open highway looks a whole lot like peace to me. There's dust on my boots, hope in my eyes. No more apologizing just to keep love alive. I found the woman underneath the pain. She's stronger than yesterday. The wheels keep turning, and so do I. Beneath these wide southern skies, you can keep your empty memories. I'm finally free to be me. Goodbye looks real good on me, and these boots were made for leaving. No looking back, no looking back, no rear view tears, no rear view tears. Just a little more road, a little more sky, and a whole lot of tomorrow.
I found your goodbye folded in the silence, lying beside a half-burned cigarette. You wore your excuses like an old blue flannel. I wore forgiveness till it didn't fit. The porch light waited longer than I should have. Every midnight looked the same, but somewhere between another lonely sunrise, I forgot how to carry your blame. I can't keep drowning just to keep you dry. Some hearts heal the moment they say goodbye. So I'm kicking up gravel, chasing open skies, leaving your shadows where the highway bends tonight. You can keep the promises you never meant to keep. I'm done losing my soul while you're losing sleep. These boots know the way to a better life, where love don't come with another fight. You broke my heart, but not my flame, and broken ain't my name. Now the windows down are singing louder, and every word you threw away. The wind don't ask me who I used to be. It only cares I'm here today. Every mile puts another scar behind me. Every sunset paints me gold.
still by the back porch door, like you're coming home like 100 times before. But your I love you wore paper thin, fell apart every time you let another lie in. I kept the house, you kept the noise. I got tired of fixing what you kept destroying. Now the screen door swings in a different breeze, and this old heart finally breathes. I ain't crying over what you stole, I'm celebrating what you never owned. You can keep your whiskey, keep your pride, keep every lonely Friday night. I'm taking back this wild heartbeat, every dream you buried underneath. Watch these taillights disappear like smoke. I'm stronger than you'll ever know. You lit the fire thinking I'd burn. Baby, I'm the one who left the match burning. Stop by the diner on Highway 9. Black coffee tasted like a brand new life. The waitress smiled, said, girl, you shine. Guess freedom looks good in morning light. Your memory gets smaller every mile, like an old tattoo fading with time. The radio found a southern song, and for the first time I sang along. One day you'll reach for these hands again, when your empty house starts closing in, but love ain't waiting where you dropped it last. I'm too busy outrunning the past. You didn't lose me overnight. You lost me one broken promise at a time. Keep your whiskey, keep your pride. I'm done being your place to hide. I've got gravel flying from these wheels, and a heart that's finally starting to heal. Every sunset paints my name in gold. Every mile makes this woman bold. You thought I'd break, you got it wrong. I'm the reason this story's strong. You lit the fire thinking I'd burn. Baby, I'm the one who left the match burning. Left the match burning. The road keeps rolling, the sky keeps turning. Somewhere behind me, the last flame finally fades.
There's a cracked blue picture on the kitchen shelf, still holding wildflowers I forgot to throw away. Funny how they lasted longer than your promises, even after all the color drained. You could charm every soul on Friday night, raise a glass and wear that easy grin. But behind closed doors your silence cut deeper than
but will never grow.
I passed the county fair this afternoon, heard a fiddle laughing through the breeze. Little girls were dancing in their boots without a single chain around their dreams. That's when I knew I owed that girl inside me more than one more night of settling down. Love should lift your spirit like the morning, not wear your shoulders to the ground. One day this old house will echo back your name, not because I'm there, because regret has perfect aim. You'll search every room for what you let slip away, but I'm already somewhere your memory can't stay. Go tell this town whatever story you choose. I don't need strangers deciding my truth. These hands are stronger than they look tonight. They built a future from goodbye. No more shrinking just to fit your world. No more apologizing for this girl. Some fires only leave behind smoke. Mine became the light that leads me home. Ashes never bloom into a rose, and now I finally know. The wildflower stayed on that old shelf. I didn't. And that's the first beautiful thing I ever did for myself. There's white paint peeling off that old front porch, just like the stories we kept trying to save. You'd come home smelling like midnight excuses. I'd sweep another heartbreak off the floor the next day. The neighbors only saw your Sunday smile. They never heard the silence after dark. Funny how the loudest kind of lonely lives inside two people worlds apart. I gave you every piece I had to give, until I realized surviving ain't the same as living. Go on and tell them I'm the one who walked away. I'll wear that blame like a leather jacket anyway. I'd rather sleep alone beneath these southern stars than wake up beside another broken heart. I wasn't born to disappear in someone else's storm. I wasn't made to keep a fire that's gone cold. If loving me means letting go of you, then that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I bought a bouquet from the roadside stand, set it on the passenger seat seat beside me. Nobody's waiting at the end of this road, but somehow that don't scare me. The wind rolled through the open fields, carrying yesterday into the pines. Every mile untied, another night you spent years leaving inside my mind. One day you'll hear another woman laughing and wonder why it sounds like freedom. You'll finally understand love wasn't leaving. Love was everything I begged you to become. I didn't slam the door to hurt you, I closed it so I could finally breathe. Go on and tell them I'm the one who drove away. This little town can believe whatever you say. I'll be somewhere the sunrise knows my name, no longer carrying your shame. These hands can build a life from nothing. This heart still beats without your love. You thought goodbye would leave me shattered. It only showed me who I was. If loving me means letting go of you, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. The porch light can keep burning, I'm not coming back. Some roads end at a broken house. Mine begins where the red clay meets the morning sky. Packed my boots beside the sunrise, left your whiskey glass where it fell. You kept promising forever while building me a different hell. Mama always said a river knows exactly where to run. I spent too many seasons trying to be your only son. Every broken promise was another match to the flame. I finally learned the hardest truth: love shouldn't hurt just to stay. I'm taking back my name, my nights, my soul, rolling these tires down a different road. You can keep the echoes in this empty town. I'm done begging for a love that lets me down. These tears ain't changed the rain on the windshield, washing away every scar I refuse to feel. You lost a woman who would have stood through any storm. Now I'm standing taller because I'm finally gone. There's dust dancing in the rear view, golden in the evening light. Funny how freedom sounds sweeter than hearing one more fight. I
asking them to fly. I won't curse your memory, I won't carry all that blame. Some hearts grow together, some only leave smoke and flames. If you ever hear this highway calling louder than your pride, you'll know exactly where I live. The day I chose my life, I'm taking back my name, my nights, my soul, rolling these ties down a different road. Every mile reminds me I was born to run, not to disappear beneath someone. These tears became diamonds in the morning light, proof I kept believing after every fight. You can keep the shadow of the girl you knew before. I'm a wildfire now, and I won't burn for you anymore. The dust behind me doesn't cry, it only rises when you drive. And somewhere past this county line, I finally found a heart that's mine. I folded every promise like a letter never sent, packed my pride beside the pieces that you spent. Your goodbye was always hiding in your smile. Guess forever only lasted for a little while. These old boots learned every crack in this small town, but they ain't made for standing while love drags me down. You can keep the whiskey, keep the empty bar stool light. I'm chasing dawn instead of one more lonely night. I cried enough to feel this river after rain. Now every tear just washed away another chain. It hurts to leave, but it hurts more to stay. So I'm choosing me today. I'm walking out with my head held high, a little bruised, but I still shine. You can keep your halfway love, your maybe someday wrapped in lies. I found my work where your shadow ends. A broken heart can learn again. If loving you means losing me, then goodbye is my sweetest victory. Mama always said the strongest trees still bend, but they never let the storm decide their end. Now the sunset paints the sky in shades of gold. Funny how freedom feels a little like coming home. There's a fire underneath this tired skin. Every scar became the place the light gets in. I'm not running from the woman I became. but hearts ain't built for living on their knees. And I was born for higher ground, so let the dust rise behind these tires. Let the past disappear in smoke and wire. Love should never feel like begging to breathe. I'm setting this soul free. I'm walking out with my head held high. No more waiting for your changing tide. Every mile is another page. Every sunrise heals yesterday. I found my voice in the pouring rain, turned every heartbreak into strength. If loving you means losing me, then goodbye is my sweetest victory. Yeah, these boots keep moving down the line, leaving your ghost somewhere behind. You couldn't break what heaven made. I'm stronger than the love you gave. The road gets quiet, the stars shine brighter, and somewhere beyond this county line, a woman finally finds herself. I left your picture on the kitchen floor. Didn't need a reason anymore. That front porch watched me cry for years. Tonight it only sees my taillights disappear. The moon rode shotgun through these county roads, while every mile got lighter on my soul. Funny how the silence sounds so sweet when your goodbye ain't chasing after me. I was bending just to keep us standing, breaking every piece of who I am. Love shouldn't feel like drowning slow, so I'm letting go. I'm leaving ashes in my rearview mirror, getting stronger every mile from here. You can keep the blame, the empty promises, the words that never matched your kiss. I ain't looking back through clouds of dust. You ran out of chances, ran out of us. If loving you cost all I am, then I'd rather walk away with empty hands. Mama's old Bible's riding on the seat, right beside these worn out boots and dreams. The sunrise doesn't ask where I've been, it just reminds me I can start again. Every scar became another map, leading me away from where we're at. You call me weak for saying goodbye, but leaving took the strongest heart of mine. Maybe someday you'll understand.
Far beyond your old blame game, I found the woman I almost lost, and she's worth every road I've crossed. I'm leaving ashes in my rearview mirror, watching broken dreams grow smaller here. Every heartbeat sounds a little louder, every step makes my spirit prouder. You can keep your lonely midnight calls, I don't live inside those walls. I chose my peace, I chose my life over one more sleepless night. Yeah, the fire you lit didn't burn me down, it lit the way out of this town. If loving you means losing me, then freedom is the sweetest thing I'll ever sing. The road keeps rolling, the wind keeps calling, and somewhere beyond these faded lines, I'm finally driving home to myself. Your coffee cup still sitting by the sink, like it's waiting for another chance to speak. But the silence finally told the truth long before it ever came from you. I wore my heart like an old blue jean, faded thin from pulling on your dreams. You kept saying, baby, give it time, while I disappeared one day at a time. I kept dancing through your storms alone, calling broken promises a home. But every tear became another sign, this life is mine. I'm done waiting on your rain to stop, done believing what you never got. A heart like mine wasn't made to break. Every time you made another mistake, I'm driving toward a sky that's turning blue, leaving every shadow tied to you. If freedom feels a little like goodbye, then tonight I'm finally alive. These back row pines know every prayer I've prayed, every mile I almost turned away. But the mirror showed a woman standing tall, not the one who always took the fall. The wind keeps humming through my open window, like it knows somewhere I need to go. Funny how the world feels wide again when you stop chasing someone who won't let you in. Someday you'll hear another song, wonder why I never tagged along. The The truth is simple, it finally came clear. Love ain't supposed to live in fear. So strike another match if you must. Watch a little kingdom turn to dust. I'm carrying nothing but my name, and that alone's enough to start again. Yeah, I'm done waiting on your rain to stop. Found my sunshine at the edge of loss. Every scar became another road, leading me where brave hearts go. You can keep the words you never meant. I'm worth more than your almost and regrets. If loving me means leaving you behind, then that's the easiest choice I'll make this time. Yeah, these boots are headed somewhere free. I don't have to beg to be seen. You were just one chapter in my story, not the ending written for me. The dust will settle, the dawn will come, and somewhere down this long Tennessee road, she finds herself smiling for no one but herself. I found your shadow in the hallway, hanging on the pictures you never took down. You wore goodbye like an old blue denim, left me standing in this worn out town. I cried enough to feel that river, watched it carry your name away. Turns out broken hearts grow stronger when they stop begging someone to stay. You can keep your empty promises, your midnight calls and cheap excuses. I'm done lighting up your darkness just to lose my own. I ain't losing me just to keep your love alive. If loving you means leaving pieces, I'd rather leave the night. Take your smoke, your restless freedom, your lies wrapped up in gold. I'm worth more than second chances. I'm finally letting go. These boots remember every back road, every mile I walk beside your name. Now they carry me a little farther, far enough to break these chains. The mirror shows a different woman, one that finally knows her worth. You didn't make me, and you won't break me. I'm stronger than the hurt. guitar, floating through a Friday night. No, I'm singing for the woman who survived. I ain't losing me just to fit inside your plans. I'd rather walk this road alone than hold a stranger's hand. Every scar became a reason, every tear became a flame. You can keep your memories, I kept my name.